So we are into which rights, ma'am? Fundamental rights. So already we discussed the first fundamental right. What is the first fundamental right we discussed? Right to
equality.
Right to equality is the first fundamental right. So under right to equality, what we discussed about? Equality in protection of law. Equality in
Protection of law.
protection of law. So we discussed about equality in protection of law is nothing but we should not take into consideration about their status or background, which family he belongs to, whether if he is a minister, chief minister or prime minister or any other minister, nothing their position will comes into consideration. When point comes to law, everyone are treated equally in front of the law and no one is exempted in front of the law and everyone is punishable. Everyone is punishable. So sometimes being a head of the nation, being a prime minister of India also, if anything filed against him, prime minister also supposed to present himself in the court of law. So that is called as equality in protection of law. It means nothing but everyone should be treated equally in the eyes of the law. Now let us come to the second one, social equality. What it is?
Social equality.
Social equality. Social equality is nothing but here also. We should not, if you want to treat any person, suppose take for example, come back to our own house. Nowadays, in each and every house, servants are coming. They are cleaning utensils. They are cleaning, mopping our house. They are sweeping our house. They are cleaning our house. So many servants are there. So, being as a human being, whether which caste she belongs to, that doesn't matter. Just keep aside. But she is also person. She is also a human being. She is eating food, even we are also eating food. We are drinking water, same. Our servant is also drinking the same water. Might be, maybe they won't eat much delicious food or costly food, but they are also eating something or the other. So being as a servant, we have to treat our servant in a polite manner, or polite in the sense soft manner, or else you have to be so harsh to that servant. How you will treat her? How you will treat her? Will you shout on her?
Yeah.
Will you shout on her?
No.
You are not supposed to. Sometimes mistakes will happen because we are not gods, we are humans. So everyone will do the mistakes. But as a human, we have to see that those mistakes will not repeat and should not repeat again and again. Okay, so when a person is coming to our house, if she is washing our clothes, if she is cleaning our total house, if she is sweeping, if she is mopping, if she is cleaning our toilets, bathrooms and washrooms, if she is cleaning our utensils, it doesn't mean that you shout on her as you wish. You are not supposed to shout on anyone because she's a servant. We have a right to shout on her. Few people will think like that, but if any mistake done by her, you can slowly you can warn her without shouting. Also problems can be solved.
Okay.
If you shout, if you scream, if you shout with a larger voice and loud voice, then only your problem will be solved. There is no rule at all. Even with a soft voice, even in a polite manner also, you can warn your servant because she is also a human being. Okay, so whatever the caste she belongs to, whatever the language she speaks to, even though she is a poor lady also,
Okay.
you should treat, you should give value even to the servant also. Some people will behave very rudely with the servants. I have seen n number of people, but we are not supposed to. If you treat people in a very affectionate manner, in a soft manner, everyone will come to you. Everyone will come to you. So, here, social equality is nothing but you should not take whether a person belongs to upper caste or lower caste, or else whether they are poor people or rich people. These parameters, these points you should not take into consideration. The one and only point you have to take here, you have to show equal, you have to give equal importance to each and every person. Okay, and the provisions or the facilities which are running by the different people, whether they are private people or public sectors, whatever it is, everyone is having a right to access all those, whether it is a restaurant or cinema theater or any parlor or any saloon or any supermarket, whatever it is, every person is having right to access the facility of all these provisions, of all these facilities. There is no law made by the Constitution of India that only restaurants can be used by certain categories of the people. Only rich people can go to the restaurants. Only rich people, majority people can go to the cinema theaters. Majority people should visit only exhibition. They only are having permit to go each and everywhere. No rule was made by any in the Constitution of India. Okay, so everyone are equally treated irrespective of their caste, creed, language, gender, sex, everything. Sex is nothing but a person, it shows the gender of a person. Sex is nothing but, even when you are going to fill an application form to take an admission into the school, specifically one column will be mentioned in the application form, sex. Sex means nothing but you have to mention whether the student is boy or a girl. So this is social equality. Okay, and few more points are there in social equality which are about exclusively made for women and children. So a part of fundamental rights, the first and foremost important right is right to equality. Under that, we came to know what is equality in protection of law, and also partially we discussed social equality also. So social equality is nothing but we should not take any into consideration like caste, creed, religion or sex or whatever it is. Okay, so whether a person is male person or female person, whether a person is belongs to lower caste or upper caste, whatever the caste belongs to, whatever the language they belongs to, they'll speak to, whatever the religion they belongs to, we should not take all such reasons into consideration to treat the people. So anyone and everyone are equally treated, and such kind of right is called as social equality. And this social equality, when we are discussing about this, when the government is going to implement or apply this social equality, they stressed mainly on 2 points. What are those 2 points? The rights which are made by the law, 2 points will be focused on they'll be focused on 2 points. One is women and another one is child. Okay, so by taking these two into consideration, they have to frame, they have to think about the benefits of women and children. So here what I mean to say, everyone should be treated equally, and every access should be given to each and every person, because so many restaurants are there, so many public facilities are there. Whether they are running by the private organizations or government organizations, it doesn't matter. But when point comes to utilization of the facilities, when point comes to usage of the facilities, the way we are using, no group of people should be used particular restaurants or hotels or cinema theaters or whatever it is. Everyone are equally treated. Poor people can visit parks and public places. Poor people can go to the restaurants. Poor people can go to cinema theaters. Poor people can move anywhere in the society and they can have an access. Access means what? They can use. What it is? Access means what? They can use the facilities which is provided by the private sector or government sector, whatever it is. Everyone are eligible to access the or to use the restaurants, whatever the facilities are provided by the people, and no discrimination should be shown among the people. And the second one is, as I said, under social equality, two main important points to be focused on. One is women and child. What all the schemes and policies are making, they have to think about even women and children also. And the second one is, there should be a reservation for few people, the people those who belongs to scheduled caste and scheduled tribes, ST and SC. This is one of the category, or this is one of the caste where we have to stress here. Okay, so when social equality is going to apply on the people of the society, when social equality is going to be implemented in the society, they have to focus on these two areas. One is for women and children. They should be benefited by the policies framed by the Constitution of India. And the second one is ST and SC, scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. Reservation should be given to these two caste people. Okay, you take any kind of group exams, okay, any kind of competitive exams, even though whether it is MBBS or any civil content course, whatever it is, some reservation category will be there for these two castes, that is scheduled tribes and scheduled caste. Okay, so they are not supposed to, if these ST and SC people, if you people will score so and so marks, then only you will get the seat. There are no parameters for these two castes, that is scheduled tribes and scheduled caste. Just they need to apply the exam, they'll get the seat. So that is called as reservation. But for other caste people, reservation is not there. Whether you have to buy the seat or else you have to work hard, you have to struggle to get the seat or admission in the for the higher courses. But for these two castes, these two are focused mainly. This social equality rule will be implemented on these two, women and children and scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. So such kind of equality, such kind of right is called as a social equality. And the next one is abolition of child labor. What it is? Abolition of child labor. The third one is abolition of child labor. Abolition means what? What is the meaning of abolition? It means removing. Okay. In few areas, in few places, most of the, maybe even today also, we are not here to move each and every place. Is it possible for you to move everywhere, every day? It is not possible. So some dark places will be there, like in big cities like Bombay or Delhi. There are few people, those who are working, those who are making their works with the help of child. The child age, those who did not cross 14 years of age, we are not supposed to take service from this child. So if any person is taking service from the child, those who below 14 years of age, it comes under child labor. So that child labor we have to protect children here, because children are there to go for studies. Children are supposed to go to schools, not to work in the hotels, not to work in any restaurants, not to work in cinema theaters, not to work in any of the houses. So abolition of child labor is also one of the important right where we have to focus in the society. So being as a citizen of India, or else being as a responsible citizen, being as a responsible person, if you find any child who belongs to your age group, if you find any child is working in any house or any other place, try to bring to the notice of certain organization, or else try to bring to your notice to your parents. That is more than enough. Okay, actually today I have seen one boy, today I have seen one girl, that she is working so hard on the road, or else she is selling some fruits on the road. If you find any kind of incident or any kind of child on the road who is working at your age, please try to bring it notice to your parents so that they can take some action against that. Okay, after going home, if you discuss with your parents, Mama, today I have seen one girl is working on the road. She's equal to my age. When I am going to the school, why she is not going to school? Why she is working? So somehow or the other, we have to abolish child labor. Did you get the point?
Yeah.
So one of the fundamental rights, that is right to equality, under that we covered how many? Equality in protection of law, which we have to, as a citizen of India, we have to protect the law, we have to abide by the law. And social equality, that everyone should be treated equally, and what all the facilities provided by the public sector, private sector or government sector, everyone is having right to use all those facilities in the society, irrespective of their caste, creed and religion. We are not supposed to take into consideration which caste they belongs to, which religion they belongs to. So that is called as social equality. So when the government is going to implement or apply this social equality, mainly they have to focus on 2 points, which are, one is women and child. Every woman and every child should be benefited by the law, by the policy schemes which was framed by the government of India. And the second one is, the reservation should be applied for scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. Okay, so the next one is abolition of child labor. So as I said, the age group of you, they are supposed to be in the schools rather than working in some other places. So that abolition, what is the meaning of abolition? We have to remove that child labor system.
Okay.
Whenever if you find any child of your age, try to bring to your notice of certain organization, or at least to your parents, so that they can take some action against that child, and they'll put some into some orphanage homes or any organizations where they can look after about the child's education and child's welfare of the child's welfare. So this is about abolition of child labor. So being as a citizen of India, we have to we have to remove the child labor. It means nothing but stop working with the children. Stop working with the children, or take service, stop taking service from the children. Okay. The next one is equal opportunity. These are all comes under right to equality. Please make sure, try to listen carefully what all I am explaining. Okay. So these are all comes under right to equality. Now equal opportunity is one of the right comes under right to equality. Opportunity means what? What is the meaning of opportunity?
A chance.
Chance. Very good. Suppose as a teacher, I have to give an opportunity to each one of you to speak something or the other. Okay, I am asking questions. Am I asking with each and every one of you, or else I'll stick only one student here? What I am doing here? I am asking each and every one of you or not?
Yeah.
or else I'm asking only with Anirudh. No, it's not like that. I'm asking, I'm giving opportunity to each and every student to answer the questions or to speak something or the other. And also I'm giving opportunity to each one of you to raise any doubt if you have. If you have. So that is called as opportunity. Opportunity is nothing but chance. What it is? Chance. So under social equality, we came across, I explained about reservation should be given to scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. Reservation should be given to scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. In addition to that, the people, those who are living in the society, opportunity should be given to each and every person. Chance should be given to each and every person, whether it is an appointment to get a job or an interview call, or else whether to apply for a job, whether to go to any other place. Okay, so that particular equal opportunity, we again here same points I explained in the beginning itself. Right to equality, if you are talking about right to equality or fundamental rights or human rights, whatever it is, the main motto, the main content, the main concept of each and every right is only one point. What is that? We have to take few points into consideration irrespective of their caste, creed, religion, sex and other, so on and so forth. So we should not take into consideration on such grounds. If you want to treat people equally, take all the people equally. No superior, no inferior, no higher caste, no lower caste. Maybe it is designed by our ancestors, okay? But here we are not here to judge the people. We are not here to judge the people. We have to treat all the people equally in the society. And what all the facilities arranged by the public and private sectors, everyone is having an access to utilize, or utilize means what? To use. To use, whether it is a cinema theater, restaurants or whatever it is, public places, wherever, everyone is having their own choice to go anywhere, wherever, according to their convenience. According to their convenience. So, overall, I wanted to say only one thing here. Opportunity should be given to each and every person, those who are living in the society. Those who are living in the society. We should not take all these into consideration. Just like how I am a person, likewise, the opposite person is also a human being. We have to look after. And next one is, the last one is abolition of untouchability. Untouchability. If you find on your textbook, one slogan will be there: untouchability is a crime. Crime means what? Sin, mistake. So you should not treat the people. In olden days, this kind of untouchability was there very badly in olden days. Few people like SCs and STs, they are not even allowed to sit in front of the house. They are supposed to be out of the gate. Okay. And if we want to give any food to them, just the people used to throw without touching them. Just they used to throw, they used to maintain certain distance. They used to maintain certain distance. Distance means what? They used to place at a far place, and from here to they used to throw the food in their plate. So that kind of discrimination was followed in earlier days very badly. Even at present society also, we cannot move everywhere and anywhere every day. So there are so many people are there. Still, the people, those who are humiliated, those who are discriminating. Humiliated means what? Insulting. Humiliation. What is the meaning of humiliation? Insulting. Okay. So many people are getting insulted. So many people are treating very badly, that you people are not allowed to touch us. You have to maintain certain distance. So this is nothing but some cruelism. మూర్ఖత్వం అంటారు చూడండి, అది. Okay, so this kind of discrimination should not be there. So that is called as abolition of untouchability. So did you understand
Yeah.
the subclauses of which comes under right to equality? So abolition of untouchability, this should not be there. And last but not the least, one more is there. Abolition of title is also one of the comes under right to equality. Abolition of titles means nothing but, in earlier days, as you know, before we got the independence, we were ruled by the Britishers, and they used to give some title like Rao Bahadurs and Khan Bahadurs. Okay, later these, when we got the independence, these two titles were abolished and removed by the Indian government, and they gave separate titles like Param Veera Chakra, Padma Bhushan, Padma Vibhushan, Bharata Ratna. I think you heard n number of times these titles.
Yes.
Okay, before we got the independence, Britishers gave some titles like, as I said, Rao Bahadurs and Khan Bahadurs. Later, our people, our government of India removed those titles, and the people, those who sacrificed their lives to get the freedom, or those who are fighting for the nation, those who are protecting our country at the border of India, such people are entitled with the title of Param Veera Chakra, the people, those who are working in the army, and those who are people, those who are giving their tremendous services to the society, such persons are entitled with the title of Bharat Ratna, Padma Bhushan, Padma Vibhushan. So they removed those titles and they implemented these titles, which are highly designated, which are highly recognized by the people of India. So these are all comes under right to equality. So in our next class, as I said, fundamental rights are, how many fundamental rights are there? 6. So one we completed. Next in the next class, I am going to explain about right to freedom. Till then, again, my request is what? To revise all the points, what all we completed till date. Okay? See you in the next class. Bye-bye.